Good morning, good morning, good morning. And welcome to another Wake Up Wednesday. So look, we only have a couple weeks left in the year, and I want to just give you a couple quick things to focus on. Number one, look at your calendar for the beginning of January. And why am I saying the beginning of January? Because we want to set ourselves up for success. And as some of us have downtime over the next few weeks, we want to really align on what our schedule is and what are the things you need to focus on. Number one, you need time for prospecting, right? Reaching out to your past clients, centers of influence. Number two, you want to make time for some sort of structured coaching program, whether it's ours or somebody else's. We hope you choose us, obviously. Number three, you need time to role play and practice. Listen, next year, I believe, is the year of the transaction. If I have one viewpoint on the class action lawsuit, it's really simple. Imagine walking into the Holiday Inn and them charging you the same amount of money as the Ritz-Carlton. Well, the Ritz-Carlton comes with a lot more amenities, benefits, the rooms are different, right? The whole thing is different. So the idea of a hotel getting paid the same amount of money just because it's a hotel room is like the idea that every agent should get paid regardless of experience, knowledge, resources, and technology. You have to practice. Like, period, end of story. For all of us that have kids, if any of your kids wanted to be in a band, gymnastics, any kind of sport, you tell them if they don't practice, they're not going to be great. So I encourage everyone to have this 90-day mindset. And really, in doing 15,000 hours of coaching just here at Compass, my biggest conclusion is real estate is a business that lasts multiple decades for people. It's not like a career that people get in, it's like 5 years and I'm out. If you focused on mastering one thing a quarter and you did this for the rest of your career, or especially if you went back into the beginning, your business would be better, your life would be better, and your bank account would be better. Those are three things that come with this quarter mastery at a time. So I want you to pick one thing. So if it's buyers, for most of us, I'd spend the first 90 days attending all of our buyers agents presentations and workshops, and that's it. And then I would practice and role playing accountability groups. Right. Number four, your 10-minute business plan. What income producing activities did you do? What distractions got in the way? And ultimately, what will you do differently? You need to look at that at the end of the day, review your schedule for the next day. And when you start your day, review it again and look at your schedule. These are the things that you need to account for in a day in your schedule. It is really simple. 30 minutes a day of personal and professional development equals 30 hours a quarter. If you spent 30 hours trying to master one skill, do you think you could master it? 100%, because here's the difference. Not only are you practicing the skill amongst yourselves and with yourself and listening and learning, but you're actually going out and talking with your clients every week about it, every day about it. So that's how mastery happens, right? It's attention, retention, and repetition. So each time you're learning and you're getting better. So those are the things I really want everyone to build in their calendar. Number one is prospecting. Number two, it's some form of structured coaching. Number three, it's practice, right? Role playing, accountability groups. Number four, it's your 10-minute business plan. Number five, it's reviewing your schedule the next day. And when the next day starts, before you start, review the business plan so you could understand if you did things to make money, if you're looking at your distractions, and then what you'll do differently is your proactive system of growth. Make sense? And that's as simple as I could make it today. And that is my message for this Wake Up Wednesday. We have a listing presentation workshop from 11 to 1. If you're interested, our team will drop I think somebody's still here. Yep, CSC community. We'll drop the link in if you'd like to sign up. Come join us. It is never bad information to hear. And look, yes, Deborah, for all of our clients, you can have any of our recordings. We actually have a 7-hour one that we did that literally walks you through everything. So look, the moral of the story is I want everyone to start focusing and being more strategic around their business growth. Number two, stop going to 8 million different coaching sessions. The best analogy I could use, it's like, hey, I'm trying to learn how to cook a bolognese sauce so I could cook pasta, dinner for my family. So I don't know how to cook this at all, but I'm going to go to 10 different chefs to get 10 different recipes and then try to put all their ingredients to make my own recipe when I didn't even know how to cook in the first place. There's this oversaturation of information and a lack of implementation. We all need to be more focused on where our time and where our energy goes. And if you can do that, next year, you'll master 4 areas. I believe it should be the buyer presentation, the buyer experience, the seller presentation, the seller experience. And then the next year, you can do 4 more. Now, think about it. The first year, it's 4. The second year, it's 8. The next year, it's 12. The next year, it's 16. By the 5th year, you'll have mastered 20 different areas of this business. And I guarantee you the chance of other people even coming close to ever catching you in your life is slim to none, because most people will never be this focused. You know, when you sign up for programs and you go through different experiences, the mistake that I think people make is they track ROI to attendance. But like, I need to see all the stuff. I didn't get the most out of it. Well, getting the most out of a program is mastery. It's mastering certain things you don't have to go back to doing them again. So it's like, you know, oh, they say once you learn how to ride a bike, you never forget. Well, it's like once you learn how to pitch and you're using your pitch every day with people, every week, every month, it's only going to get better. And your confidence is going to go up. Confidence comes from practice. It doesn't come from just meeting people. Like, think about it. How many listing appointments can you have in a year? 20, 30, 40, 50? That's 50 at-bats you have in a year at most. Right? If you had 50 at-bats, that's 1 listing presentation a week. How prepared are you for each at-bat? And then at the end of it, how do you do what we call like a post-mortem, right? So how do you look at what went well, what didn't go well, what will you do differently, and then re-practice it and relearn it in your presentation? Your ability to continue to grow your business is going to be directly related to how well you can sell your unique value in the context of what's important to somebody else. Do I recommend recording yeah, I would record yourself. Or even better yet, go to a group and listen to other people talk. Go into a group of 4, right? Mavis, I know you're with us next year, so you'll be into a group. Listen, when you hear other people talk and you realize that that's similar to what you say, you're like, oh my God, that's exactly what I do. It sounds really bad. Everyone needs to practice. Like, I can tell you, I teach this to people every day. And, you know, a goal of ours was to talk to every single one of our clients that signed up for a program. So I've done over 200 calls in the last few weeks with people. And one of the things that I learned is I was doing a really bad job of explaining our new program because people had tons of questions and were really confused. So there is nobody, I tell my kids this, nobody is exempt from feedback and growth. And the second you think that you're done growing, that means everyone else is going to get your competition. There's always somebody behind you. I call it the Robert Refkin rule. These other companies were 100 years, some of them, ahead of where Compass was. And in 10 years, he's #1, and there's no chance, I think, that anyone's ever knocking this company off. But that's because people got too comfortable and they got very transactional in what they did. So that's what I got for you today. And if you're interested in learning more about our coaching program, a fun fact is it actually comes out to $9.86 a day when you pay annually. It's not much, right? It's like, what can you spend like $10 on and change your life and change your business? So if you're interested, shoot us a message. If you're not interested, just take the information that you have from here and keep doing something. So everyone work on their calendars. I hope to see you all on the perfect listing presentation. And look, please invite a friend. We'll be doing a lot more to grow this community as we just finish out a latte at Starbucks. Yeah, as we finish out our year. It's kind of crazy, right? Now that you've actually said this, Michael, the way that people spend money on themselves is something that really fascinates me. And, you know, you can go somewhere and spend $18 on a drink, $50 on a plate of food, $10 for a Java Hoopa Hoppa, whatever those crazy Starbucks drinks are. If you're in any metro area, you can go eat a breakfast sandwich. It's $15 and you will never think twice about doing it. Never. It's not like I had to cut out all my breakfast sandwiches or my coffees or all that stuff. No, it's part of my day. But when people have to invest money into themselves, like I've noticed something really weird happens. It's such a big decision. And while they're making this decision, they're still going out and spending the same money and more in all these different areas of their life. And look, I need everyone to believe that the greatest investment they'll ever make in their lives is in themselves. And when I hold the mirror up and I look at people that are in indecision, it's because they don't believe in themselves. Because if you believed in yourself, you'd invest in yourself over and over and over again. I can say this as a company, we spend roughly between $200,000 and $300,000 a year on professional development, coaches, mentors, and various different sources of growth. And that's how we've grown so fast. People are like, how do you grow such a fast business? It's because I don't know what's necessarily next, but I want to find the right people, be in a community, and just listen and follow directions. I always ask a coach a couple questions. One, the first question I ask is, what have you done to grow and scale your business with the information you share? Right? Because if I find coaches that aren't going like this every year, it's then why are you telling everyone to do one thing and doing something different? And then saying, if you paid to go through your program, exactly what would you do to get the most out of it? And then those are the directions that I follow. And that's why I found a lot of coaches and mentors that I've had have ended up being my friends, inviting me to their weddings and stuff. Because anyone that's in the personal development world loves clients that actually follow directions and do it. It's the same thing with you. When you have buyers and sellers that just want to take all your advice, do what's best for them based on your context, you're like, these are the best clients in the world. They listen, they see value in what I do. It's that mutual collaboration. And you enjoy the view. Let's see, and you enjoyed their viewing experience. 100%. A salad and a pina colada, $50. But it's so interesting, right? If you had to eat, you'd buy food. So if you have to grow your business and provide your family money, invest in yourself. Or just take all the free stuff you learn and be relentless in implementing it. Or do a combination of both. But the goal of 2024 is the word mastery. Ask yourself what you're going to master. How does it show up in your schedule? Put those 5 things in there, and I guarantee you'll have a better year. So those with love in my heart, I love you all. Have a very purposeful day, and I will see a lot of you at 11 o'clock. Bye, everybody.